ik ben Wies. Remember me, the red one from
The
last
red
time?
one. The
I'm
burning
back again.
sensation of Nijmegen and surrounding.
And it's gonna be very short again. I don't know what it's gonna be. It's gonna be a surprise.
Yeah, new color.
New color, new haircut.
Okay, will you turn so you can
I
see
will
how your
turn.
hair is growing out? Because this is 6-7 weeks old now, I think.
Yeah.
Something like that. And still a wonderful haircut for a lot of them watching it.
Yes.
Because they think, oh man, that's too short. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Hello friends on YouTube. Gonna do Wies hair again. Now, we told you already this is about 7 weeks old, this hairstyle. But she really loves short hair. She's an old staff member of mine. So we're still in contact with each other. And her daughter chooses the pink cake. So I'm gonna work with the pink cake. Pa-pam, 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 pa-pam. Pa-pam-pam-pam-pam. Pink cake. Now she loves really short hair, so I'm gonna make her a really short hairstyle and I'll fix her a new color. Sides also short shaved and work on that. Always start by wetting the hair. She has a lot of hair and she has a lot of structure in the hair. Start with my clipper, start with a large flat comb, set it to the sides, and now you see the base color, but there is hair color for. I love to work clipper over comb because then I can get more fineness into the way of clippering shorter sides. But I would do this with a clipper comb, it's more in one line, and I don't like that as much as I do with a comb. Turn it this so you can see a bit more. So set in my comb, pull up the hairs. And because I work with a very fine comb, when I put my blades in the combing position, so back, then I have the same thickness as I have with the comb. So when I put them back, I can go in and by guiding my clipper in an angle, I can make diversity in the length of the hairs. Now last time we did a line, fluid to there, that I'm going to change now. So I'm going to work apart to the side, set her in the second to you, so you can see what I'm going to do. So last time we had this, and now we're going for this line. Have to watch because there's a little scar in the center. So I want to hide that. But you wish you only put money into her head. No, it's not true. Put in my comb. Take away the weight. Stay away from the sky that's on the center of her skull. Otherwise you will ever see a white line. I don't want to see that. Put my blade to the back again. Come into the line of cutting. And by leaning only on the tip of my blade, I make the line even shorter. Okay, fine tuning the line. Now I'm gonna clean this in between. Taking a soft brush. Never push the brush because the hairs are very hard. Just gently go over the skin. Clean the contour line now, and then I go over to the other side. Brand sent me this clipper, so I'm going to use this for the first time. It's on the back is the piece where you set on the power. And it's with the open blade. And it feels really stable, so that's nice on this tool. And it sets out real nice sharp lines. You can even make some dirty things like men's hairstyle do. Make a small parting line. Just ultra fine because she's of course a woman. So I don't want a hard line. But just that small effect. This I do by leaning on the arm blade, so I get the sharpest position of the blades. Clean this in between. Now I can go to the other side. You see how wonderful short this is. Go to the other side. Make myself a parting line again. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a disconnect on this line because I think it's more sexy and more feminine. So what I'm going to do is I take the lines on top of the skull in the same line as I did on the other side. Without I go down and find it in the center of the hairs. Find me the way to the part where I went under that small scarf. Scarface.
Scarface.
Set that hair aside. Okay, starting on this side. Again, put in my small comb, now my fine comb. And work on the undercut. For the person who has an undercut and a side shape that is short, there's more balance into the hairstyle, so it feels almost the same that you have on both sides short hair. Pull the hairs up again. Then put my blade in a combing position and go to the line of cutting. Go to the back and go to the center line in the center of the skull. To the line of being cut. So here's the center line I'm working on. Put my blade in the corner position again and connect the under lines to the upper lines. Laying on the skin in an angle. And she has a beautiful hair implant for short hair. Weet je ook niet iedereen?
Nee.
So now I can work on the upper hair. But before I go on the upper hair, I use my latest clipper again. To set out the contour line. Nice sharp lines on the facial lines. At the running on the ears and the neckline. and hold a soft line in the neckline so you can see nicely the overflow of this from nothing to something, so it looks much better then. Free your hair from the clips. I take about a centimeter hair. Now lay this on the line of the short lines that lay under it. Start on the side, watch the line I'm going to cut. Don't cut in the underlines and in the short hair. Go from the back and connect both lines to each other. I think this is kind of slip cutting. So you go in, watch at the line. Always, it is impossible to stay in the natural lines. But when there are some parts just sticking out, you just go over the line and let your blades slide over the line. Then you get a softer line and a more beautiful line. Lay some new hair on it. Start again, behind the ear. And leave that part to the front, so you can do that when I stand on the front. Otherwise, I'm not in a position to see what I'm doing. Again, I slice cut over the line. So make the line ultra soft, but still in a strong line. Coming to the center on the back. Lay the hairs over this, knowing that I have to have some more length on this side, so they're not similar to each other. But also she wants to have it a little bit shorter, but this jumps up wonderful, so I have to take care of that also. So I stay in the line, about the same height, but I'm also aware of the roundings of the hair and the opposite feeling of the hairs. So go stand on the side, go in, and I'll point to the point where I want to go, in the center of the skull. Take one more line on it. There will be no more much hair hanging over. Late in the rounding. Natural roundings always are very important in my hairstyles because they're much nicer to grow back. I'll let it turn to you so you can see what I made. So these are the both lines on the hairs. So now I can do the upper hair by cutting.
Ik voel al meteen lekker omhoog. Oh, heerlijk.
Ja, dit is Now I have, of course, the length that I made here, so I can get that as a guide and take the hairs up, watch at the length, go in and shorten from that line. Watch it to natural full again. And this is hair that you can really thin out because it's so much hair. So that I will certainly do. Connect the midline to the side. And work till I get on the center of the skull. Connect her left side to the line, and again lay my fingers in the line of the skull. So I'll show you that. The hair fall is this way, so I take the hairs up, take the hairs also in the line, so I get the same movement into my cutting lines than she has in the hair. And circle around, so I get on the back a nice round shape. When I get to this side, I can also go into this side. So I take the hairs up in the rounding and then pull it with my fingers into the rounding. I can show you it also in hand cutting. So I pull the hairs to the center line where I want to get them into the center down under. And not in Australia, but here in Holland. Down is Australia. And when I get to the center line then again, so I made this cut like this, and then I come in the center line again, so I comb the hairs to the side and switch over to the other side. So I give that hair that graduation effect, so it has to stay in that line. I want it to be beautiful and strong. Minor adjustments, can also do this one. The hair is dry, but I do it also slipping, so don't make a hard line. Just close your scissor while you go over the line, like a slice cut. And I make that position. On this part I use some small slice techniques. It's precision point cutting in a slicing way. So it takes away a bit from the weight. So now you can see there's no hobble in it anymore, because now it lays in the rounding. Like do with the up hair. Go to the up hair. Okay. Lay my first part aside, so I don't want to have a thinning out effect on that. Then I take an ultra large thinning scissor with teeth like a shark, so don't make hard lines. This I set in under an angle and thin out hairs. Go deep in, and by holding it in an angle like 2 o'clock for right and 10 for left hand cutters, you get it near to the skin. Watch at the roundings, go in, only take away the weight. And also when some hair is very curly, you thin it out, you get more self-reflection of the things you want to do, so you can control the lines and they are less in control of you. At the length, I just take the length. Lay this back. See what I did. Take fine part of my comb to control the cutting hairs and watch how small it became. I only have to do the front part and then I can make a collar. Set it to the sides, leaving that length, go in on the cutting line, gently go in. Have to take care of her eyebrows because she don't want to lose them. Lay the hairs again in the rounding and just slip over the line. So now I've made her a haircut that with a little bit gel is very boyish, but also very feminine by the strongness. And she is of course a woman, and more than a woman to me. Gotta make her a collar. Okay, more than a woman. Kijk die.
Zij vermaakt hem wel met die pop. Zo.
Ja.
Die andere niet. Die tweede die moet je vastbinden op een stoel en die moet je echt erover. Want anders dan komt het niet goed.
Okay. Made the product with 6% as 20 volume and put in a step 1 of glint colors to get the most wonderful effect afterwards, because when I seal it with a conditioner, I will also seal it with step 2, so the hair stays in a wonderful condition.
Ik kan lange haren maken.
Zo, dat is knap.
Ja.
Dan moet je maar vast beginnen te werken voor ons.
Nou.
Dat zou wat zijn. Als je iemand hebt die lange haren kan maken. Dat is
Nou.
een theorie.
Maak jij ze lang en de Theo ze afknippen.
Ja, heel snel erachteraan.
Nee.
Niet? Oh.
Krijg je allemaal zo'n mooie kapsel als mama.
Ja.
Into the rest of the product, I put a 0, so I get a real dark color in the underlines. Just mix it into the rest of the color. Apply this on the hairs and on the line of cutting.
Ik wil deze ook de haren eraf knippen.
Even gek.
Moet je eens naar de kapperschool.
Nou. We doen nog een paar jaar voordat je mag knippen.
In the meantime, sometimes in the video you hear a little child talking. This her daughter is playing on the ground with one of my dolls. And then hairdresser's doll, not other dolls, for those who are adult. I think, oh, Theo has a doll. Theo has a lot of dolls, but just for doing hair. And the child only speaks Dutch. Thank God for that. So now this color is on our hair.
Hij moet eens.
Make sure that the upper hair stays away from it. Doesn't matter if it lays on it, because the other color is of course darker. But also comment a little bit into the lines, to soften the lines. And then I lay a carton wick around it. Clean the skin. Take part of my carton wick, lay it around the collar, and then small parts I mostly lay on the skin, because where the plastic foils are, you get of course a heating process in the plastic foil. Don't want this, but I also don't want to dry the color off, so it has to stay wet. And when you use it with a carton wick, it always stays wet, because then you can close the plastic foil. So I close this, we go for a coffee or tea, you just stay there, we'll be back in less than a second of course. Tell you all the things that happened in between. When we're going to style the hair. So, we'll be back. Hello, back. After 25 minutes you rinse it out. Did this of course with water, and the under parts of the hair you do with a towel and a bit of shampoo. Then put step 2 of the glint colors line, the conditioner line, into the conditioner I put on the hairs, and now I can blow dry the hair. Using a soft foam of glint. Not too much, because I don't need that much. It smells really nice. Comb this product through the hairs, so I'm certain that everywhere is a bit of the product. So let it turn when you see like it is, like a wet look. It would look like this. Can also make a photo of it, so you can see it back in the photo line. Take for a second off the cape. Maak je een rondje draaien. Maak daar even wat foto's van. Gonna work with a nail brush and of course a blow dryer.
Wel met krampen willen.
Grappig is dat het eigenlijk bij de mannenlijn wordt dat je de gouden.
Echt waar?
Ja, dat is echt heel apart. So if I blow dry. Now to finish this and to give it more shine, I use diamond gloss. It's, I think, a wonderful product for this kind of hair. It smells also really delicious. But it brings also the glow into the hairs. And our hair is so strong that you don't need a hairspray or something like that. Clean the contour with the knife. Nice thing is that the clipper did the most of the work. And for so far the cut on Wies and the new color. I thank her for being my model. We already decided that in Christmas time she will be back for a Christmas hairstyle. So you will see her back around Christmas, and me of course 2 times a week or something like that. And when you want to see all my videos, you can go for a month at least seeing all my videos. Thank you for watching. Till next time, she will turn to show you the end result. Here again. I'm so with the speaker.
Hallo, ik ben Wies. Remember me, the red one from the last
red
time?
one. The
I'm
burning
back again.
sensation of Nijmegen and surrounding.
And it's gonna be very short again. I don't know what it's gonna be. It's gonna be a surprise.
Yeah, new color.
New color, new haircut.
Okay, will you turn so you can
I
see
will
how your
turn.
hair is growing out? Because this is 6-7 weeks old now, I think.
Yeah.
Something like that. And still a wonderful haircut for a lot of them watching it.
Yes.
Because